Hello guys, welcome to your own channel I Live for Coding, and here I am your friend Ronit Mukherjee. So I am back again with a new series building to-do application under the parent series Build to Learn. In this series we will create a to-do application using the Bootstrap, ESX, jQuery, Ajax, Node.js, ExpressJS, MongoDB and Mongoose. So guys, lots of technologies will be used in this applications. Hence, it will be great opportunity for you guys to learn these technologies integrated together. The purpose of the Build to Learn series is this only, that it allows the learners to learn the technologies they have learned theoretically and individually in a practical world with all technologies together, so that they understand the things and upgrade themselves with the hands-on experience. Okay guys, so in this video we will set up our server for creating the APIs and we'll discuss about the folder structure I follow. The setup will include the Node server installation, Express installation, MongoDB installation, Mongoose installation, creating the server, code breakup into multiple files, and then starting the server. Yes guys, code breakup into the multiple files will be very important for you guys, because till now we have seen that writing the code in a single file, creating the server into the single file, creating the APIs in the single file. But in this video I will show you how to create that folder structure, okay, and divide your code into multiple files. Okay, so guys, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, then quickly press the subscribe button, and to not miss the future videos, press the bell icon too. Okay, let's start today's video. So before I go into the things, into the code, I would say that first of all install the Node.js. So how to install Node.js, first of all I will tell you that. Okay, so go to your browser, any of the browser, and type Node.js, and it will take you to the Node.js official site. This one, go to the Node.js official site, and on the landing page you will see download. So guys, I am using currently the Linux system, it's Ubuntu, so it's showing me the version which is suitable for me. Similarly, it will show you the version and the file which will be suitable for your operating system. If it doesn't, then go to the downloads and click and find the version which is suitable for you. So it will show you all those things, Mac OS, Linux and Windows, everything is here. So you can directly download it from here also. Okay. So I hope once your installation is done. So currently I have Node.js in my system. I can show you that currently my system has a Node.js. Let me type node-v. So it's showing that I am currently having the version 10.14.0. You can have the latest one, no problem, but I would recommend go with the 10th version. Okay, go with this one, 10.16.0. go with this one. If you're currently watching this video in our May 2019, then 10.16 version. For the later future users, the version may change. Okay, now I hope this installation will be done easily by you guys. Now let me show you. Okay, so now let me show you how to install the MongoDB. It's also very easy. Type MongoDB and go to this one, mongodb.com. This is the official website. Once you go to the official website of MongoDB, you can see an option called products. Here, products, go to the MongoDB server. This is the MongoDB server. Okay, now download the latest release. Here, it will show you by default the cloud one. Go to the server, this one, MongoDB community server. Don't go with this one, go with the community server. It will show you the version, operating system, so choose the operating system which is for you, and package is server, Mongoose and everything. So go with the server, then download. So this is the way you will download your MongoDB server into your system. So I hope you can download this thing and install it. It is very easy. So this will be done, and on my system I have already installed. Let me show you that I have already installed. See, Mongo. See, I was writing a wrong command, so it's Mongo, and here it's showing that MongoDB shell version 3.2.17 connecting to the test. So it have directly connected to a test database. So like this, it shows that MongoDB is also installed in my system. Okay guys, I hope this is the basic setup which will be needed to start this video. So this is done. Now let's start our code. So for the code, what I have done is that I've created a folder called ES6 to-do list. Let me just exit out of it. Clear. So you can see that I've created a folder called ES6 to-do list. You can see this. I've created a folder, and inside this I've created a folder called server. So inside the server, my purpose is to create all the server related codes inside it, and all those HTMLs and the front end code will be here. So what I'm doing is here that I am just creating a distributed architecture, means all the server code will be different in different environment, in a way that we can place and deploy that code into separate server or system, and the front end code can be deployed separately. Okay, so guys, keeping this in a way and creating the distributed architecture, I am just following this folder structure. So here is our server. In our server, let's go, because today's video is regarding the server. Let us see what's in the server. So in server, first of all, I will take you to the package.json. So this is the package.json. I've already installed and done everything, so to save your time, but I will tell you what all to install and how to install. So first of all, go to your server file, server folder, like this, server folder here, and then finally do npm install, and like this install the things I have mentioned. So if you are downloading this code base, you can directly click the npm install. It will install all these dependencies easily for you guys. But if you are doing it from the scratch, which is a very good thing, so you can do is npm install like this, body parser, express, helmet, and mongoose, like this. So you can just click and it will automatically install these dependencies into your current folder, inside this node modules. So everything goes inside this node modules. Here it will be installed. Okay, so I hope you will install this, guys, and just install it, then finally come to this video again. Okay, fine. So I have created everything here. All the installations are done, I hope, and now let's start creating the actual code. So first of all, let me take you to the index.js. So let me show you what I have done. In index.js, I have took the ExpressJS because we need Express. So like this, it is very easy. Just require the ExpressJS, right? The simple line, it will bring the Express. Now I have created a DB instance. So it's a DB instance. What it is, I will take you through, you guys. Okay. Now I've created a normal variable called port, where I'm taking the process.environment node port, means while starting the server, I can pass an environment variable where node port will be the variable name, and I can pass any value. So that will be used as a port for the server, the port for the server on which the server will listen. Okay, so otherwise the port 3000 will be used as a port for the server. Now I have created a server here using the Express. So I am creating a server here using Express, and finally I have required some routes. So this is very important, how I will create the routes and how those codes will be divided into the multiple files, and how it makes our code maintainable. Fine. So you can see I have distributed my code. That database related codes is separately in the database. All the routes, means all the URLs which this server support, are written inside this file. And finally, I want to do is that this code will do the MongoDB connection also. So I will show you how that I will do, but this code will do the MongoDB connection. And finally, if it does the MongoDB connection perfectly, then it will give me a DB, a true value. So I have checked here if DB means the DB connected now to make the server available to use. Now I will make the server to listen at the port which is being set here. So it will start the server and it will make the server listen at the port, and it will then print that server listening at port this. Otherwise it will print that DB can't be connected, check your settings. So this is done. Let us see. So what we have to do is that I'm using NodeMon. So guys, you guys can also use NodeMon. NodeMon is a very good plugin and a package which will help us to monitor the node. Means every time you make changes to your Node.js server code, it will automatically restart your server. Otherwise, every time, yeah, if you are using this one node, so every time you make changes, you have to just close the current server and restart it again. So what I will do is run my code using nodemon index.js. Let's see, starting, and we should get this message. Okay guys, so you can see that we have got the message that server is listening at port 3000. It means that the database connection is also successful. Now let me take you to the code where I have mentioned this DB code. Okay, so it's here only, you can see that it's in the current only, so it's here, database. So what I have done here, as you know, in this video, in this series, I will use the MongoDB as our database. So to connect with database, means our Mongo database, Express and Node.js provides a very good plugin, a very good package called Mongoose. So Mongoose is a very good package which helps us to connect with the MongoDB and do the operations very easily. So for that, as you have already seen in few minutes back, where I have already installed the Mongoose, so it is the way by which we can just require the Mongoose in our code. So I have required Mongoose, and then finally I have required a config. Now again you can see that I have splitted my code. So everywhere you will see how I'm splitting my code, so that it makes me easy to maintain my code, so that I am sure that exactly to which file to go and where to update. Because if you write the code in completely in a single file or very less number of files, like 1 or 2 files, then you will get, when you will complete the project, you will see that your code on that files have become very complex, because you have written everything on that particular file. So that's why it's very good to split your code into multiple files, so that whenever you want to maintain your code, whenever you want to go to your code after a long time, so that you do not get lost there, you know where to go, in which file directly you can go and make the updates. Okay, so for all the configurations which will be used in the server, I have created a simple file called config. So from here I will pick the configurations. So it has made it easy that whenever I need to make any configuration changes, I can directly go to the config. I do not have to go to the index file every time or the database file every time and make the changes. All the necessary changes will be done in the same file. No. So go to the config file. Let me show you right now. So it's a simple module exports object where I have created some sections like DB related settings are here, like what is the host, what will be the port, and the DB which I will connect. So like this, and this is the server related configurations, that what will be the server port, and here it is response status. So what I will tell you about this response status, but you can understand that I have created some configurations here. Okay, now let us come back to the database. So you can understand what is it and what is Mongoose. Now I have created a object, database object. I've created a variable, simple variable. Now what I will do is, you can see that I have created a new database instance, a custom database instance. So I'm not using the Mongoose directly. I'm using a separate instance created by my own creator. So what I have done is that inside this class, because here we are using this function as a class, so I have created this one, and here what we will do is that I have done the actual MongoDB connection. You can see, and you can see that guys, it is so easy that this connection code is dynamic, means everything is coming from our configuration. So anytime in future we need to just upgrade the port or anything, we can directly go here and update the port here. So we do not have to change our actual code. This is very important guys, and very important how to break your code into multiple files. So this is very important. And I've done the connection here with the particular port, particular host and DB. So everything is done. Once it's done, what I have done is that I have created some methods which will give me the required thing whenever I need them in my code further. So I have created a get instance. It will always give me the current Mongoose, the one which is in connection, the current variable. Okay, and this Mongoose has come from here, this one. So finally how it's traveling, this is the Mongoose variable which I have passed here, and finally it goes here, and finally it goes here. So this is the one here. So it's the same object, is the same variable which we are traveling, so that it makes the same connection in use. Okay, so now get schema. I have created a new method which will get me the schema. Schema has a use. What's the use? I will tell you in my further videos. Get model, again a method which is being used for creating the databases and connections. So I will tell you in my further videos. Keep watching my next videos on this tutorial, and like this it will finally create an object. Finally what we can expect is an object which will have this three methods, and these three methods will return these following things. So I hope this DB thing is understood by you guys. So like this, DB is done, and it's done. Finally we will receive this database object in module exports. So let me go to my index file. Here the server, inside the server, this index file. Here now you can understand what this DB is. This is the object which we have created. So if it is done, then what we will do is that it is connected. So like this, our server is connected, and if we want to see how it's looking now, let me take you to the browser. Okay, so I will do localhost port 3000 and enter. So it's saying cannot get this, but our server is running. This it shows that a server has started on the local host at port 3000. That's why we can get any response. Otherwise, if we haven't done such, you can check it like this. I'm writing localhost 4000. So it says that site can't be reached because there is no such server. Okay. So what I will do is, we know that our port is 3000, so we will go to localhost 3000 and we can see our server running. It's saying that cannot get this because we haven't mentioned any routing for this particular URL, for the root URL. Now let's see what this is. So we need to understand this routes first. So let me open the routes file. So first of all, let me open the main routes, this one. So you can see that I have created a function called route. As you can understand from here that route, this is not a simple one, because what I am doing, as here you can see that require directly gives me the what I want, but here route requiring gives me a function calling which gives me the final code. So let me show you what is here. Inside the routes we can see it's a function called route which I have written, and inside the routes we have this. So what I have done is that I have passed the same variables here. So X app is the server which we created using the Express, then the finally actual Express object and the DB which we have created. So everything is being passed here to maintain the memory. So it means that if I have created an object and it will be stored in memory somewhere, I will use the same variable throughout the application. I will just keep on passing it through from here to there and using the same variable. I will not create the new instance of the required thing. Like I will not create a new DB, I will not create a new Express every time I need Express. So like this I will try to save my memory. Okay, and here what I have done is that this is the middleware, means every server, this is app is the server, so every request and response which is passing through the server will use this, means it will use helmet, it will pass through helmet. These all are middleware, so every request and response will pass through it. So helmet, Morgan helps us in debugging the request. So you can see that all the requests which we make to the server can be seen here. So it's showing that this is the URL being hit and what is this stress code we sent from the server. So it helps us in debugging our code, that whether what URL is being hit or not. So now you can see that body parser helps us in our passing our request body, which the data we have sent through the request, and pass it to the JSON, so that it makes easy for us to use the body. Okay, and finally what I have done is created a to-do route. It means the route for your modules. As I told you that you have to create the modules. So now you can see here that I have created a folder called modules. In modules I have currently, because this application about the to-do application, so I have only single module called to-do. So all the code related to the to-do will be inside this folder. What all these files are, I will tell you. But suppose you are working on a bigger application, there are multiple modules like you can say user module, login module, products module, and many other modules can be there. So to handle all those things, you should not write the code in a single file or only one or two files. That is very wrong. So you have to divide your code, complete logical code, into different modules, means different folder, and every folder will have its own file, its related file. So here, as I have a single module which is to do, so what I will do here is I have created these files. So all the things which I require in this module to handle from the server are created here. So it contains the schema for the database, it contains the routes for this particular module, means all the resources which we can access for this module, its routes are mentioned here. I will show you it in a while. Then it has the response, what the responses we will send. So multiple responses are being sent at different stages, different APIs. All those are handled from here. What is its use, I will tell you in the future videos. So please keep watching the coming videos, because you need to understand why I have created these files and what its use. This is the model through which we do the database interaction, and controller is the central point through which all the requests and response passes. So it's the central point, it controls the routes. Okay, so this is not any recommendation, guys. So this is the way which I have followed. You can follow a different method, but I will surely tell you what's the benefit of following this type of thing. So nowhere nobody says to create the folder like this, or neither Express tell us to create the folder structure like this. But this is as per my experience, I've created the folder structure like this, and it has its own benefits because it makes our code very easy to maintain and very easy to upgrade also. Okay. So let us quickly go to our first thing which we want to know is our routes. As I told you that every single module will have its own routes. So as you can see, our basic route starts with the API. It means if I go to the browser, let me show you in the browser, we have done this. So as you saw in our main routes file, it says that all our APIs will start with /API. So if I hit /API, it should work. So it's saying that cannot get because we haven't mentioned anything for this root URL. This is the root URL, and as we haven't mentioned anything for this root URL, so we are not getting anything, and we will receive the 404. Okay, now let us go to the application, means our module. Okay, here you can see. So here you can see that all the APIs for the to-do module start with the to-dos. As you know, in the RESTful APIs, the URLs remain same, but these HTTP methods make a difference how we want that particular URL to work. The same URL may give us the result, same URL may take the value and add something or update something. So this is the way a RESTful APIs work. So this is the way we are setting up our server for the RESTful API. This is very important. We do not create a named URL that add to do, get to do. No, using the same URL. This will be the URL to do's in the plural form, and then get method. So it means that I need to write a code which will get all the to-dos from the database and give me. So what it is, what the code is, what is written, I will share in the upcoming videos where I will discuss each and everything. So please keep watching this series because it will be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so like this I have created. Now let us see. It says that after /API, all those URLs which have /todos with get method will work like this. This is the code which will work. Okay, so how it is working? That with the second method. Let us try to see in browser. Here, let me try to hit /API /todos. Okay, so finally we got a response. So now you can see that like this our code is being divided. So it is not good practice to write all your application related routes in a single file, because if you are building a huge application, at some point of time your routes file may become 1,000-2,000 lines of code, and it will become very difficult to handle and very difficult to anytime close. If we want to just shut down a module, it will be very difficult to find all those codes related to that module and just comment it out. But in my case, the way I have created, it's very easy. we can easily shut down anything. Okay, so let me show you the next thing. Okay, let me go to the code here. So in our case, if I want to shut down the to-do application, what I will do is, currently as you saw that I can hit the to-dos thing, but if I simply turn off this, no need to do anything else, I will just shut down this, Control S, server will restart. Server is restarting. Now let us go to the browser. Here you can see. Now I will hit the same URL and it should say that no, we can't get anything. So see how it is easy to maintain. Otherwise, if you have written everything in a single routes file, you have to turn off all the routes which you have created for all those things. First of all, you have to find all those routes and turn off, like commenting out. But here I just commented out 2 lines, requiring the routes and using the routes. I just commented 2 lines and it made me easy to turn off this module. Anytime I want to just turn on this module, it is very easy. I will go to the code and here simply just turn on this and go to my browser to check it. See, as you can see, I am receiving the response back again. So as there are no such to do, so that's why our data is blank. And this is the format which I am following: status code and the data. And like this, we will have message also in case of errors. So we will have a message key also. So all these things are being set up, created in my file system, but I will tell you all those things in my upcoming videos. So let's end this video here. We will meet soon in our next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.